If you shame mothers for venting, you are a misogynist. The roles in a mother's life, everyday tasks, the labors of being a mom, and all of the demands of being a mom are very, very, very stressful and overbearing to juggle. Yes, all mothers love their kids. All children love their mothers. Ideally, obviously sometimes people don't, but in the grand scheme of things, being a mother requires so many labors. Housekeeping is the biggest stressor, and if you don't have any other financial support, like a spouse, if you're a single mom, financial responsibilities are a major stressor. So if you are listening to a mom vent and your instinct is to shame her for venting, you are a misogynist. And I'll explain why. But first, I'm going to give you an example. If someone doesn't have kids and they're a nurse and they come home and they complain about how exhausting their day was and how things happened that they weren't prepared for and how they had to juggle so many tasks, you would commend that nurse and say she's such a hard worker. But when moms do it, oh, there's so much laundry. Oh my God, groceries are so expensive. Fuck, I don't have any time to work today. I'm not going to be able to work if I have to spend 3 hours mopping, vacuuming, cleaning toilets, and doing laundry. If your instinct to respond to that is not something along the lines of, wow, you are such a hard worker, I commend you for all you do. If you say something along the lines of, that's what happens when you open your legs, you are a misogynist. What is misogyny? Let's research. In simple terms, misogyny is a prejudice against women. Case closed. The contempt for prejudice against women, females, girls. In most cases, women have children, and part of that includes several stressful, laborious roles. But here's why pro-life is tied into misogyny. Not only do pro-lifers deny women of bodily autonomy, they reinforce that anti-abortion ideology aligns with their traditional ideologies of what a woman's role is supposed to be. And this is why it's misogynistic to shame a woman, degrade her, shame a mother and degrade her for doing the absolute most and overexerting herself, while also juggling financial responsibilities. These people truly believe women are only designed to have children, and if you speak out loud against your role, they shame you. As for people who are not pro-life, who are pro-abortion, who would argue the same thing, you're also misogynistic. Because even if you are pro-abortion and you're still shaming a mother for overexerting herself the same way a nurse could be overexerted some days at work, you are actively performing prejudice against that mother. How do I dumb this down? If you claim you're for abortion or you're pro-life, but you're still actively harassing mothers who are exhausted, defeated, drained, and deserving of a vent, you are telling her that she's not deserving of a vent because this is her traditional role in life that she should just accept. You're saying that her feelings are invalid, that unlike men who are deserving to vent, you're saying women don't deserve it. So if a man is a parent and he vents, that's widely accepted. Oh my God, I never see men cry. You're so admirable. But if women vent, oh, she's such a terrible woman. This is her role. Do you see the double standard? Do you see the misogyny? Whereas if you take an individual nurse who's never bore children in her life, if you take a teacher, say this for an example, a teacher is working and the teacher teaches math, but they're also certified in science. And the science teacher is absent from work. And the teacher has to cover for the science teacher who's absent because no substitute was assigned. And the math teacher is stressed out because that was supposed to be his prep period to lesson plan. Is this too much? I'm sorry, am I not dumbing it down enough? Pretend a teacher, she is a math teacher, and the science teacher is absent for that day. And since she's certified math and sciences, she has to cover because there's no substitute. They're short-staffed. And now she is stressed out because she's juggling multiple tasks that weren't supposed to be assigned for her that day, but she's making it work without a prep period. So she goes home that day, calls her sister and vents. Oh my God, I had no prep period, so I had to stay after to prepare all my lessons, and I'm not getting paid when I stay after, but it's okay because I was able to help out and cover for the science teacher, but that wasn't planned, and now I'm really behind on work. And since I had to stay after work for 2 hours to prepare my lessons for tomorrow and next week, I missed my yoga class, I didn't eat dinner, and I'm just so stressed out. And her sister says, oh my God, you're such a good person for performing all those tasks. That was really nice of you, and I'm sorry you missed your yoga class. How about I buy you dinner and we go out for dinner? Now, pretend that same woman has children 5 years later and is a stay-at-home mom for 1 year and says, oh my God, I got no sleep last night. The baby doesn't sleep. They wake up every hour for feedings, and that's fine, but I'm overly exhausted. I'm so sleep deprived, and my husband is on a work trip for 3 days. I haven't been able to shower because I haven't been able to sleep. I'm always taking care of the baby, and there's so much laundry. I don't know what to do. If that sister says, oh my God, I can give you a hand and help you clean, or I know a really good house cleaner who can help you while he's away, that is a woman supporting women with no prejudice, no misogynistic undertones, who is a good person. But if the sister says something like, well, this is what you signed up for when you had a baby, that's your role now, they're dehumanized. Whereas if the father stays home with the baby for a year and the mother is on a work trip and calls someone, they say, oh my God, most men never do what you're doing. If you need any help with laundry, we know guys, sometimes it's hard for guys to wash dishes. It's hard for guys to do laundry. You know, that's typically what moms do. And since mom is on a work trip, we would love to help you. We can help you clean, or we can help you pay for a house cleaner. It's misogyny, and open your fucking eyes to it, because women are berated, degraded, and shamed every day for having a human reaction to performing so many tasks that they are overexerting themselves and feeling drained. That is human. That doesn't mean they hate their kids. If a teacher has to cover for their coworker and they're exhausted that day, that doesn't mean they hate their coworker. That doesn't mean they hate their job. If the nurse is overstimulated because there were a couple nurses out and she had to do heavy lifting that day and overexerted herself, that doesn't mean she hates the patient. That doesn't mean she hates her coworkers who were out sick. That means she's fucking human and she's overexerted. And that's how mothers feel on a regular fucking basis. And guess what? It's fucking normal, because when you are becoming a mother in the United States of America, you are now interjecting yourself into a system that is designed to work against you. Mexico, who majority of Americans are led to believe is a third world country, Mexico has more maternity rights mandates than the United States of America. Leave women alone. Quit berating and being prejudiced against mothers. Above all, quit being a misogynist.